Welcome! If you're interested in 3D design but don't want to worry about downloading software or needing a powerful machine, Onshape is the solution for you. In this video, we'll take a quick tour of the program's interface, learn the basic tools, and then design your first 3D model step by step. Follow along to start your design journey with ease. Let's create a new file by clicking on Owned by Me. Then we click on the plus sign. Then we choose Create Document. We name the document and then click on Create. And we wait until the document is created. Here we see the application interface. And here is Part Studio to create the parts individually and Assembly to put the parts together. And here is the space in which we will create the objects. It contains 3 perpendicular planes. Here we define the projections in section. And the lock button to lock the object rotation. Today we will try to make a simple object which is a cube with a circular opening. First, we define a plane to be a sketch to draw a square in. We adjust the projection here, for example we choose top. Then we click on the pen icon to draw the shape. Here we find different shapes and tools that we need. The functions of the drawing tools are to create basic shapes, while the distance and crop tools help us to modify them precisely. The duplicate tools are to copy the shapes. I will explain the functions of these tools in the upcoming videos. Now let's go back to designing the cube. We will choose the center point of the rectangle. Now let's draw it on a plane by placing the center point and then the second point to determine the dimensions of the rectangle. Then we select the square and make sure to select the space inside the shape and not the shape borders or points. Then we click on the ball icon and choose the extrude tool. Then we get the object and adjust the height of the object by moving this arrow up and down. To change the direction of the extrude, we either drag the arrow in the opposite direction or click once on the arrow or from the extrude settings. In the extrude settings, we find N type and change the direction of the extrude to the opposite direction and adjust the height of the extrude and more other settings. And thus we have created a cube, and then we will create a circular hole in this cube. The circular hole will be on the top face of the cube, so we will set the object to the top projection. And we choose the sketch as we did with the square at the beginning, but in this case we choose the top face of the cube instead of the plane. Just please note that the sketch is a flat shape or plane and not anything else. Then we draw a circle by clicking on the pen icon and then choosing Center Point Circle. We draw the center of the circle first, and then we draw the circumference of the circle. Then we adjust the diameter of the circle using the dimension tool as we did previously with the square. And we save the sketch after adjusting the diameter of the circle. To do the perforation, we can use the extrude tool. We select the circle by clicking inside the circle. We click on the ball icon. As we see, there are many tools related to 3D objects such as sweep, loft, and tools to repeat objects and add a plane, and others. We will also explain them in the upcoming videos. Now to make a hole in the cube, we choose Extrude. As we notice in the Extrude settings, we find the type of extrude, for example add to add an object starting from the previous object. And new to add a new object separate from the previous object, and intersect says to do the opposite of remove, where when applied to part it leaves the specified shape and removes the rest of the part. To make the hole, we need to select the remove option to remove part of the object, then we adjust the depth of the hole through the settings or dragging the arrow. Then we save the extrude. See, we have made a hole in the cube. And with this we have created the first object, which is a cube with a circular hole. In the video below we will explain everything related to the extrude tool in detail. And so we have finished this lesson. If you found the video useful, do not forget to support us with a like, and subscribe to the channel to receive the next lessons. And if you have any questions or suggestions, share them with us in the comments. I read them all. See you in the next video.